It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Marcus Stroman will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan, any thoughts?
Marcus Stroman, not a real big guy. First-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
Coming to the plate now, Charlie Blackmon. He will lead this one off today.
The left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
First delivery to him on the way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Swing and a miss. That one tied him up. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. He's right there. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up.
Batting second.
Well, if you're superstitious and believe in omens, this is really a bad sign. First hitter of the game, first chance to set the tone, and he sails the throw. We'll see if that was a fluke or the beginning of a trend.
Settling in now, Chris Bryant. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. He's ready. Now the pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Bryant has a .280 batting average. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Comes set. Now the pitch. And that misses 2-2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
So digging in now, Nolan Jones. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Holds off on the slurve that time, and it's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
2-2 one more time. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. That's lifted the other way out to left. Happ will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Rockies are down quietly, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Number 18 gets the start for Colorado in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Ian Happ.
Here's the pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. These Rockies guys, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, Dero, this is one of those, if you could win game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
Happ with a 2-1 count now. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Suzuki. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Fouled off. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. 1 out, nobody on. Two and two.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Full count now, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
3-2 pitch. Is at the knees and called strike 3.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
0-1 the count. Hot shot down the line, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Here now the 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. The 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Slice down the left side, but foul.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
The next 3-2. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. 23 pitches already here in the first inning. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Swing and a hard liner to center field. Jones is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still no score. Second inning coming up in Chicago. And with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Ryan McMahon comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. Austin Wynns is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner. Two and two to the Colorado catcher. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Suzuki is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the third baseman, Patrick Wisdom.
The third baseman, number 16.
Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Patrick Wisdom is retired leading off the bottom of the second. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Blackman will put this one away, and that's out number 2.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Stepping in, Pete Armstrong, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
1-1 the count now. Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Another try at 2-2. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire. Stepping up now, Harold Castro. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. High fly ball out to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Yeah, and after that one, it looks like the first run of the game could be coming pretty soon. He got a pitch that he liked, and he roped it to the outfield. Then he showed the speed necessary to make it all the way around to third.
1-0 pitch on the way. Castro at third with nobody out. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. On the ground to the right side. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Up next for Colorado.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lays off 1-0. Runner at second here with one man out. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Suzuki back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone. And he's up to third safely now with two gone in the inning.
Up next for Colorado.
So coming to the plate, Chris Bryant. First pitch on its way. With runners in scoring position this season, Bryant is hitting exactly 200. Not really what you'd call a point of pride for him.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Hey, D-Roy, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
Throw to second for the force out and the side. At the plate, Christopher Morrow. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And the throw to first is in time, one gone. Into the box now, Nico Horner comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. And it's fouled away. In his career, Horner hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Marcus Stroman. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And that misses for ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Popped up. Bryant over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Sean Bouchard. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Pitch on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Happ arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now back, second base.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this is taken outside for ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. 1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
He loses him on ball 4. Now at the plate, Austin wins. He flew out in his last at-bat. And that misses ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
There's a strike. It's 2-1. In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Hit out towards second. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. Stepping into the box, Ian Happ back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Number 27.
Standing in, Suzuki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Now the 2-1 pitch. It is a fastball that misses.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. The next batter, Jamer Candelario, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And he's going to get to the... All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Harold Castro. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's 1 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Tovar. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
1, no strike.
Bases are empty, one man out. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Around second now and headed for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
The batter, number 18.
Into the box, number 18, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. A 1-1 is taken for strike 2. 1 out and a runner on third. Struck him out, and now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Charlie Blackmon, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Fouled away.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
Happ is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The 1-1 home.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
The 1-2. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. The next 1-2 pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now here's the pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
The 3-2 pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. It's in there, and the Cubs look to have extra bases on their first hit of the game. Around second, he's on his way to third, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Well, the key to hitting triples is being aggressive right out of the box. He smokes this thing to the outfield and is thinking 3 bags the whole way. And by the time they can get the ball back in, he's on his way to third with a leadoff triple.
Standing in, Miguel Amaya. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
He's set, and the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A runner in scoring position with none out. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there. 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Good battle. Count remains full. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Pete Armstrong.
Pete Armstrong.
Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And no advance. It's ball 1. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. A man at third with 1 away. And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. And he lays off again. Ball 3. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. 1 out and a runner on third. And he fouls this one off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Christopher Morrow. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Standing in now, Nico Horner. He grounds it sharply to third. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They're down 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
Skied into straightaway right. Suzuki is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
Now batting. The center fielder.
Into the box now, Nolan Jones. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Striding in for the Rockies, Sean Bouchard. On its way is pitch number 75. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. takes this the other way to right. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate now, Ryan McMahon. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone!
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
3-0 pitch.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Miles Mastrobuoni is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Mastrobuoni.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
So now to the plate, Ian Happ, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Digging in now, Suzuki. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Reined in. 1 there. On to first. It's a double play as they're... Number 36 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
Ready for another shot now. Harold Castro hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Tovar already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit the other way out toward right field. Suzuki will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting.
Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, number 18. He went down on strikes last time up. Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. First delivery to him on the way. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Charlie Blackmon. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And he takes ball one. Two out here and a runner at second. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Three and 0 now. From the stretch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and into bat next, it'll be Jeimer Candelario. First offering on its way. Check swing called strike, 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. One out. Digging in and looking for more, Patrick Wisdom. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Popped up. Bryant has room in foul territory, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Now at the plate, Miguel Amaya. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And it's 1-2.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And ready once again, Chris Bryant. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Keenan Thompson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 71.
First offering on its way. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Line drive to left. Happ is there, and he makes the catch for the out. In now for Colorado, Nolan Jones. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Thompson is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here, take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Armstrong will get there, and he puts it away to Daniel Hard is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 52.
So striding in, Pete Armstrong. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Grounded to short, scooped up. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Number 5.
Stepping in now, Christopher Morrow, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1 on its way. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
I went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now, 3-2. Nico Horner is on deck. High and deep to right center. Jones is there as he had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the second out. Digging in, Nico Horner, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. 2 out with the man at first. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. From the stretch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Little enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. He's set. Here it comes. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Pitch on the way. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that's going to land foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Digging in, Austin wins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Lined hard toward right center. And he's able to reach down and put this one away. Great concentration there for the second out. Digging in, Harold Castro, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the top of the ninth keeps a rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Happ is there, and he'll put it away to retire the. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Striding into the box, Suzuki. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A runner at first with no outs here. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. So in now for Chicago, Jeimer Candelario. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. And it's fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Now a move over to first. Back in standing. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Patrick Wisdom. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the belt, the pitch. And that misses as well. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Down the third baseline, but this is foul. Fouled off.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Another one sent foul. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. There's ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
And that'll bring in Miguel Amaya. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Cody Bellinger will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And he'll make the catch to put an end to this one. And the Rockies bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over.
Well, that's why you pay the closer big money, so he can come slam the door quick.